one Friday would change everything for me. That's what we always think when we want to become actors. One big Friday. Then when it lands, it's like, is that it?
I mean, isn't success a big thing?
Okay, I can also become megastar. That is a driving force for us. And then we realize that no, megastars are made over decades. But for the kids to come to the theatre, the excitement is about a superhero film, the excitement is about an action adventure, and then subtly we tell something really meaningful to them in a cool way, not preachy way. That's what we have done with HANU-MAN or my previous film Zombie Ready. You're delivering something new for today so that it will stay relevant after years also. What makes Mirai different from the foreign adventures film? The emotion, the Indian emotion that we are holding up to, and actors or the directors don't realize what we have already given out and what we have held back.
Yeah.
So we think that is it not out yet? Is that matter not out yet? Because we're working on multiple.
Juicy, spark the happiness, quench your thirst naturally.
Joyalika's world's favorite jeweler diamond wedding collection by Bride.
Hello, Teja Sajja.
Hello, sir.
Lovely to meet you. The original HANU-MAN.
Sir.
What does stardom feel like?
I'll tell you once I get this. Not yet there.
Okay, don't be modest. Just tell me what it is.
Actually, I thought it would feel like, I'll talk about success.
Yeah.
Not about stardom. I thought a humongous success, one Friday would change everything for me. That's what we always think when we want to become actors. One big Friday, our Koi Mil Gaya or our DDLJ. Then when it lands, it's like, is that it? So then you realize that it's a daily process. It's the same process with every film. You have to put in the same effort. Nothing is permanent over here in this industry. So that's about it, sir. I'm just.
But why do you say, is that it? I mean, isn't success a big thing?
Definitely it is, sir. Definitely it is. That is what we all work for, and eventually it will give us a bigger platform and a bigger reach to make films that we would like when we want to become an actor. That is what we aspire for. Apart from the love for the craft and to make something meaningful, apart from that, we always think that, okay, I can also become megastar. That is a driving force for us. And then we realize that no, megastars are made over decades. So that's what I realized, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so you're still in the starting process of becoming a star.
Now after HANU-MAN, I don't think that's not my goal at all, sir. I'm more concerned and I want to make films that make an impact on younger audience particularly. Maybe after 15-20 years also, when you take out my name or the film's name, they still remember what that film was.
Why younger audiences?
I think that is a space where we can make an impact on the next generation. Like we have many stories in our Indian culture or in our Indian itihasas or mythologies where the morals can be told in a very cool way to the younger audience.
Okay.
So, of course, we are making a commercial action entertainer where all the audience would love. But but all the audience will already know the morals.
Right.
It's not something new for them. But for the kids to come to the theatre, the excitement is about a superhero film, the excitement is about an action adventure, and then subtly we tell something really meaningful to them in a cool way, not preachy way. That's what we have done with HANU-MAN or my previous film Zombie Ready, and that worked for us, and that's actually the biggest takeaway for me when I meet parents and they tell me their 5-year-old or 4-year-old, they keep watching the film and they start talking about the greatness of Indian itihasas or the morals, particularly in the Indian itihasas. Yeah.
When you were a child,
Right.
Were you influenced by the movies?
Of course, sir. Yes. I've been for all the new audience who haven't watched my earlier films. I'm telling this. I've been a child actor. I've done about 50 to 53 films.
Right,
50
beginning
odd
with
films.
the Chiranjeevi film.
Yeah,
Mirai,
Chiranjeevi
right?
Garu.
Yeah.
No, sir. My first film was Chudal Nundi. That was with Chiranjeevi Garu.
Okay.
That was when I was 2.5
You
years
were
old.
not in Indra?
I'm the one in Indra also.
Right, yeah.
But my first film was with Chiranjeevi Garu only.
Right.
And that was when I was 2.5 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, so started off this journey in 98.
Yeah.
1998, yeah. So
No,
definitely
I know
there was.
that, but the thing is, Okay, what I'm trying to say is that that is you being a part of the industry,
Correct.
right? Because you were a child actor for a long
Correct.
time. I'm talking about as a child. So even when you were watching movies, did
Yeah.
you absorb?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Okay.
There are few films. That is what I'm telling you. There are few films that make a lot of impact on kids. And looking back now, in that particular hero's entire filmography, what is the film that I am reminded of? Immediately, I go back to those films. So that impact is definitely there, and I'm trying to do something like that. So that after 15 years or 20 years, 25 years,
Right.
when you look back, you still remember the film. You're delivering something new for today, so that it will stay relevant after years also.
Right. So
Yeah.
we're talking about tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Mirai means.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the exact meaning?
It means a hope for future, sir. But it has many other meanings in the film. Yeah,
And it's a Japanese word.
yeah, yeah.
What
right.
made you pick that word, or you and the director?
Director. It
Karthik?
was director's choice altogether, sir. I was a little hesitant initially that it was totally a alien word, but then he said that maybe we can answer to it in the film and make something interesting out of the title. Yeah.
Right. So, explain to me, adventures.
Yeah.
Whether it is HANU-MAN, a lot of adventures have a similar arc, right? There is evil, then there's the hero that comes in,
Right.
and then either in part one or over 3 parts or whatever it is, ultimately the evil
Correct.
is conquered and
Correct.
the good guy, the
Correct.
hero is. So that is a standard
Correct.
template
Correct.
for all these
Correct.
things, right? Now, HANU-MAN, it made a difference in the template because it took inspiration from Indian history and mythology,
Right.
and also the hero was a very ordinary guy in the
Correct.
sense of he was not like some super built guy or
Correct.
some very muscular person
Correct.
or whatever it is. You look like
Yeah.
you're the same.
Yeah.
What makes Mirai? What gives Mirai the difference in terms of this arc? Mirai become a different adventure movie as opposed to all the other adventure movies that we get.
So first of all, we have very less adventure films in Indian films.
Right.
If we are talking about foreign films, that's a different aspect altogether. But what makes Mirai different from the foreign adventure films is the emotion, the Indian emotion that we are holding up to, and there's a backstory. There's a solid mother emotion that's going on, that's running in the film, and there's some great Indian music that will give a lot of difference and impact for the film, and it's a typical how do I put it? It's it's definitely in the same tropes of an action adventure film. Like as you said, a super villain is rising on the other side, and a nobody should go and try to stop it, and how he is connected to the entire world, or how he is the destined one to try and stop that, is what we have attempted, sir. But it has a very strong taste of the Indianness in the film.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of difference for the international audience that you're talking about.
Okay.
Or the audience who watch international films in India as well. Yeah.
Right. So, how would you characterize your role?
He's an. I'll tell you the brief of the character. He's an orphan who goes through all the hardships in life while his childhood, and he's a very innocent guy. He's the destined one, but as you've seen in the teaser, can't reveal much than that, but as you've seen in the teaser, he's the destined one, and how he gets to know what his job is, what his dharma is, and how he sets on the journey to get the yeah, that's it. I think I will be revealing what we are going to reveal in the trailer also. Most of the times what happens is, sir, you don't realize what we have I mean, the actors or the directors don't realize what we have already given out and what we have held back.
Yeah.
So we think that, is it not out yet? Is that matter not out yet? Because we're working on multiple trailers and teasers. No? So that's what I can define this character is about. It's a very relatable character, sir.
Right.
He's not, as you said, he looks like just the other guy around on the block. He's not a superhero or anything. So it's the journey what makes him the hero.
Right.
Yeah.
So for HANU-MAN, you mentioned that you started putting on muscle.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Prashant Verma told
Yeah.
you, boss, I don't want you to look
Right,
like that.
right.
I need you to take that off
Right.
because I want you to look like a
Right.
like a regular guy.
Correct.
But you follow that look here also.
Not actually, sir. I'm quite lean in this film than compared to Hanuman, sir. I've almost,
You're leaner than in Hanuman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've almost lost about 6 to 8 kilos of weight.
Okay.
I've undergone some action training in Bangkok for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I've learnt a new martial art form for the film.
Okay.
So I'm quite leaner.
What is it called?
It's Muay Thai.
Okay.
So
And what is the
it's
thing?
like fast action, sir.
Okay.
It's like fast action. So Hanuman was more of commercial action, the elevation shots, the build-ups, and that kind of actions, no? Action blocks, no. But in Mirai, it's like realistic, fast action. I don't know if I can say this. Something like Jackie Chan fights, or
Oh, nice.
We have tried to attempt it.
Nice.
Yeah.
There is an Eastern feel to the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That I mean, Far Eastern
Right.
feel to the whole
Right.
thing.
Right.
I kind
That's
of-
director's influence. Yeah.
Yeah. Now tell me about his vision for the film.
Like in the sense.
Like when he approached you.
Yeah.
What was his brief? What did he say?
Sir, I've known Karthik for a very long time, and for the people who don't know him, he's actually a DOP.
Yeah.
He's done multiple films in Telugu. So he just told me a brief line, a vague idea in 2016, I guess, if I'm not wrong. In 2016, a brief idea. We used to meet quite regularly. I was not even an actor then. I was still trying to break into the industry. So he told me the idea, but it was too ambitious. It was even tough to dream about it. So once when things started falling in place, when we were making bigger films, and when Karthik has got a bigger platform by himself, and he anticipated HANU-MAN also to become what it has become today. So he approached me again while the making of HANU-MAN and has narrated this film to me. So initially my only thought, because while making HANU-MAN it was a long period, we made it for 3 years. My only reason to not to commit anything after HANU-MAN was only if I find a film which I can do. If HANU-MAN breaks all the records also, then I would commit to something else. That is why I was waiting. And when I heard the script, it had all the potential to do that. It was a different world altogether. We are catering something new. It's an action, adventure, fun. So it was quite exciting, and that's when I jumped into the film. So initially Karthik narrated about 5 minutes in 2016, and then came back to me with a half an hour to 45 minutes narration while the making of HANU-MAN. Then I have immense confidence on Karthik, sir. So first I've committed to the project. I like the idea. I have immense confidence on his talent. So I've asked him to get the full script after committing to the project. That is, we've started this project even before HANU-MAN was released, even the shooting as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now, you one thing that you said I really kind of liked. I wanted to explain a little more.
Sir.
You said we didn't make HANU-MAN.
Right.
HANU-MAN made us.
Correct.
What exactly did you mean by that?
Sir, me and Prashant, we set out to make a small superhero film just to satisfy the kid inside us. And maybe the same thing applies to Mirai also, to satisfy the little kid inside us. We've set out to make it on a small level. But sir, the kind of experiences we faced during HANU-MAN, it was a divine intervention for sure, sir. At every single stage, I can't tell you elaborately of every single instance that has happened, but it's something that God has given us, is what.
Can you tell me
I
one instance?
So it was pretty much like a divine intervention which was asking us to make this film of how we dreamt about it. And at multiple stages, even regarding the release dates, or even regarding, but we didn't plan it, sir. It just fell right on Ram Janmabhumi's opening. So me and Prashant, both of us have turned devotional, spiritual, and particularly me. Yeah.
You were not before?
Sir, like in all Indian families, I was 27 or 26 while we started making HANU-MAN. So I used to pray to God, that's it. Nothing more than that, not even daily. It was once in a while when occasions or festivals, that's it. But after HANU-MAN, it's like now it's like I talk inside myself.
Okay.
Or it's like praying inside myself. That's been happening, and a little outlook towards maybe with the success also I've turned a little spiritual. Yeah, I think that film has come to us to change us as human beings itself on the very surface level.
Is success a little scary?
Definitely it is, sir. It is, sir. Like from where I have started, I've already climbed multiple steps. This is not something that I've expected at all, sir. I wanted to make something cool, definitely something new in Telugu cinema. Even when we started with our first film, my first film, I was part of Oh Baby. You watched it, you've reviewed it, I've seen it. So even then I had multiple opportunities because I was a child actor to make a love story or something, an independent debut film. But I went after Oh Baby because I loved the script and it was not about me at all. It was about being part of something very exciting and something. It was about being part of something great, sir. Right. That was the only motivation. So after success, what happens is it's not about us, sir, but with all the people around, there is a lot of expectation to meet up to. Yeah, that happens, and the constant chatter keeps coming from all the sides, and now with the social media day and age, it keeps coming. But I'm particularly very clear that my previous films are a different entity. This film is a different entity. Watch this trailer again and then please come to the theatre if it's exciting and entertaining to you.
But now, see, when you did Zombie Ready
Right.
and then did HANU-MAN, you were as like, okay, you were known.
Right.
Oh, like in this ecosystem, you were known.
Correct.
Now HANU-MAN broke out all over India. And then suddenly, you're known a lot more, right? And it positioned you as a star at some level. Maybe it's a junior star level or whatever it is, but there is still stardom happening.
Notability is there, that is for sure.
Right. No, when I mean stardom,
familiarity.
I mean there's a certain recognizability.
Yes.
There's a certain, when people look at you, they know who you
Correct,
are.
correct,
Because
correct.
that's what I mean,
correct.
right? Do you put pressure on yourself that I should maintain that level, even if I don't fall below that, I should at least maintain that level of noticeability. Let's use that word.
Sir, initially, right after the film's release, I was a little paranoid, sir.
After HANU-MAN?
After HANU-MAN. For 1 or 2 months, I was trying to get everything right. I was trying to make the most out of it. In the sense, I was trying to... See, that was the first time that I got a platform where I can talk to any director from Kannada film industry, Tamil film industry or Hindi film industry, people whom I admire. So I was trying to set up something, I was trying to do all that, and then I realized, no, this is not how it works. It should organically come to me. And that is how all my previous films have happened. So whenever I've pushed things to happen, most of the times it never happened. So when I just surrendered to the universe and we've just waited, and suddenly the magic revealed. So I thought maybe that's what I have to do. I already had Mirai by that time in my hands. So until now I am not committed to any other film, sir. It's been almost 2 years since HANU-MAN. We've locked what to do next, but I didn't start shooting. There's no amount of fear.
You know what you're doing after this?
Yeah,
okay.
I do. Sir.
Okay.
There's no amount of fear associated to make multiple films or to make the most out of what I've got. That is not the motive at all, sir. I want to make the best out of this particular film. Now that I have an opportunity, I have this film in my hand. I'll give my 100% to this until the last minute and then move on to my next after this.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, because you were a child artist and you've been working from almost like a toddler did you have a normal childhood at all? And when I mean normal, I don't mean to say yours was abnormal, but you know what I mean, right? Was it always like being in a glass bowl or?
No,
like,
sir. I didn't have a normal childhood.
Yeah.
Maybe because I used to rub my shoulders along with people at least 30-40 years elder to me. So as far as I remember, my childhood, I was always very matured. I used to talk like an adult by myself. So I used to gel along very well with all the star heroes of Chiranjeevi sir, Venkatesh sir, Nagarjuna sir. I did multiple films with them.
Right.
So with each hero, I might have done at least 4 or 5 films, and multiple films with all the stalwart directors. Even with Rajmouli sir, I've done. Puri sir, I've done.
Yeah.
With everybody.
Yeah.
So definitely, it was not a normal childhood, and I think that is what has made me what I am today.
What is that?
The experiences that I've had, or the maturity I was bestowed upon by these stalwarts, by watching them. It was nothing particularly somebody preaching something to me. Just by watching them, and it also reflects in the choice of films that I do, or the pace I do. All these reflect from somewhere around that I've learnt in childhood from watching the star heroes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you never really. It was not like you went and played cricket. And,
No.
You know that childhood you did not.
You will not believe, sir. I don't know how to even hold a bat.
Okay.
So it's the most funniest thing. I've never played any games at all. Not outdoor games, indoor games also. When I used to play something, I remember maybe around when I was 10 years old or something. I pestered my parents to buy me a Xbox or something. Finally, they didn't. And then I brought one from my friend's home. I connected it to the TV. Recently, I was reminded of this. So I connected to the TV and I started playing. By then, I must have already worked 25-30 films, sir.
You're a veteran.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm trying to tell you the kind of exposure that I was exposed to.
Yeah.
So, I started playing. Just right after 10 minutes, I felt, okay, what is going to happen if I win this? This is what I felt when I was around 8 years or 7 years, sir. And that was the last day. I've never played anything at all until today, sir. Not even a snake game on my phone. I don't feel like doing it.
What happens if I win this?
No, what is it getting to me is what I felt. Isn't this waste of time is what I felt.
But it's also fun, no?
But I didn't feel it, sir. I felt it's waste of time.
Sometimes you have to have.
Yeah, but that is not the kind of fun I was.
What is fun for you?
Watching films. I used to watch a lot of films when I was young also. I travel a little bit. That also I started recently. But majority is watching films only, sir.
Right. Where did you travel last?
I was in USA last December, sir.
Okay.
I was in USA, and before that we were promoting film. And now that we're
But the
doing
travel is while you're promoting.
No. Okay. For USA, I was on a personal trip. That's what I'm saying. Now that we are promoting, definitely you'll see me in Chennai, Bangalore, everywhere.
That is not travel.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking.
But I'm saying, see, the thing is, do you think it's important to? I'm genuinely asking you.
Yes.
I'm not saying judging
Yes,
whatever it is,
yes.
because I'm curious to know what you think about. Do you think it's necessary to have something? This is your work life.
Correct.
It is going to occupy, let's say, 80% of your waking thinking time.
Correct.
Right? Because you have to focus on that. It's a very public career.
Correct.
You have to focus on that.
Correct.
Right? Do you think it's important to do something different in the other 20% of the time, or is it like depends on person to person?
Sir, I'm a very bad person probably to ask this question too, because I myself have not yet figured out the work-life balance at all.
Okay.
And I'm somebody...
I'm not talking about balance.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
I
something that, because we keep thinking about the same thing, does it become a little monotonous? Do you have to sometimes...
That pretty much has become my life, sir. I'm like this kind of person, if I'm not doing something productive, I start feeling panicky or anxiety.
So is that why when you were doing that Xbox?
Probably, sir.
Because
probably.
Okay, this is not useful in any way.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do something that is going to help me.
Yeah.
As opposed to playing.
Correct. But watching movies is not entirely because it helps me because I'm in that field of work. I enjoy watching films, sir. I do that for that reason. But as you asked, I just started traveling recently. Maybe by next film I can tell you if I'm trying. And I don't even cut off when I'm traveling also, sir. That's one bad thing that I have.
Yeah.
I'm still on phone trying to understand what my director is shooting right now or what I have to do after going back. So it's
not a bad thing. That's who you are.
That's who I am because maybe I've taken the opportunity that was given to me too seriously. And I'm happy for it, definitely. And I was always this one line in Telugu V. Vinayak Garu has once said, I don't exactly remember if he had told directly to me or to someone, somehow I came across that line. He said, this is when I was young. He said, ఒక హీరో అవకాశం అనేది కొన్ని జన్మల పుణ్యం అన్నారు. So this is something that went too much into my head, sir. So I thought, when I have an opportunity, when a platform is set, I have to put my all in. And I don't regret losing any of my other personal life or anything, because this is something that crores of people might dream to be, and I've got that opportunity. Let me give 100% and leave rest to the God is what I think, sir.
Right. This growth, which, when you did Zombie Ready,
Sir.
what was your vision at that point of time?
Sir.
Was it like, I hope this movie becomes a hit so that I can make the next movie? Was that all you were thinking?
Yes.
Or were you thinking far ahead?
No, next movie was very important for me, sir, because I just started and
Because I started Zombie Ready because that is your first lead role movie. That's why I started there.
Yes, I'll tell you, sir. It almost took about 7 to 8 years after growing up when I wanted to get back into films. It was a 7-8 years of journey where I used to go office to office. It was like a regular audition process, everything. And there were multiple films that started and halted because because of budgets or because they thought that somebody else would be better than me. So many films stopped like that. So when I had this first opportunity and when we made something like Zombie Ready, my immediate thought was, if this works, I'll have my next film. I'm not going to cry over lost opportunities anymore. So that was my first motive, sir. But deep inside, even while I was trying for opportunities or whatever, I never did something that I didn't like, sir. Not that I didn't get opportunities to make films. Films were made that were offered to me, and then finally they ended up going without a trace. But I didn't want to do anything that I didn't like just for the sake of becoming a lead actor or anything. I knew that I'm going to be here for a very long time, but for the kind of stories that we want to tell or the kind of platform that we need, success is definitely needed, sir.
So that's what you had in mind when
Yes.
Zombie Ready was getting made, right?
Right.
Now, within this 4 years, 5 years, let's say,
Correct.
this is an incredible growth because now you, within 5 years, you're having a pan-India movie.
Correct.
That is, HANU-MAN was an unintentional pan-India movie. Like it was released in Telugu.
No,
It was meant as a pan-India movie.
Yeah. Initially, from the announcement itself, like we like as I told you, when we thought that this film is asking us to make it in a bigger way, then we went all out, sir.
I must be getting confused with some of the film because I'm sorry. I thought that.
Kartikeya was that, sir.
Kartikeya was that. Yeah.
But HANU-MAN, initially when we announced itself, a lot of people around us, producers or directors, they used to laugh at us. Who are you guys? What are you trying to do? You are announcing Telugu, Hindi, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam. Do you know? Did you look at your faces? This is what we were hearing. And no complaints. Of course, anybody would feel the same.
Yeah.
But we thought that, why not? Why not? Let's make it. Let's put it out there.
Yeah.
If there is really material or if we can make something really good, that definitely people would watch, is what we thought. But we never expected it to be
this. Yeah.
Juicy, spark the happiness, quench your thirst naturally.
Joy Alucas, world's favorite jeweler, diamond wedding collection by Pride.